Hi guys, welcome to my channel Software World by Tesi Chukwuju. So today I'll be teaching you how to plot a longitudinal profile using Autolisp commands. But before I get into it, I would like you to click on the like button, smash the subscribe button and click on the notification bell so that you'll be notified as soon as I upload new videos. Okay, thank you for doing that. So now let's get into it. Now for you to plot a longitudinal profile, you'll be needing some applications, which are your AutoCAD, of course, or AutoCAD Civil 3D, or AutoCAD Land Development. Also, you'll be needing Microsoft Excel, and then there are some AutoCAD applications that we'll be needing as well, and they include Profiling 100 and Elevation Marker. Now these two very AutoCAD applications, I will be dropping their download link in the description box for you to download and to try out the tutorials on your own. Now looking at my desktop, you can see them on my desktop. This is the Elevation Marker and this is the Profiling 100. Okay, now so before you can begin, you should have your data in Microsoft Excel. You should have your changes. You should have your height. So looking at this workbook, you can see this is my change. You can see it's starting from 0 plus 0, 0 down to 0 plus 625. Of course, you know your change can be longer than this. Okay, and then my height. You can see my height. My first height is 193.329. Okay, down to the last height for the last change. Okay, so you should have your change and your height in your Excel format. Okay, and then going to our AutoCAD. I'm using, for this very tutorial, I'm using AutoCAD Civil 3D. Any other AutoCAD software and AutoCAD version can work. Okay, so now to begin, the first thing or the first step is to load the Autolisp applications, the AutoCAD applications, by going through the menu bar and clicking on the Tools tab. You click on it, you scroll down to Autolisp. Okay, you will see Load Application, then click on it. So as you click on it, opens a window, okay, with a file name that is empty. And of course, you know, and I showed it to you, that my Autolisp applications are on my desktop. So of course you can see it's already showing me look in, and I'm having desktop already. In a case whereby you have your application on the desktop and the desktop is not here, all you have to do is click on this down arrow and navigate to where you have it, to your desktop. Okay, so now file name, I will also click on the drop down arrow. Okay, and I will select Profile 100. I'll click on it and then I will go to load and click load. You can see what is written here: Profiling 100.isp successfully loaded. Now you click on close. Okay, so now that we have loaded our profiling application, Autolisp application, the next step is for us to draw or to plot the longitudinal profile. So we'll do that by going to the command prompt and type PRO and you press enter. Then you can see it's saying please enter the first station. You can see from the Excel my first station is 0 plus 0, 0. So I will go back and type 0 as my first station, and then the next step is to enter the first elevation. So I'll go back to my Excel, copy, select and copy the first elevation, I'll go back to the AutoCAD and paste it. And then the next step is to enter the stationing distance. This stationing distance simply means your chainage interval. Now, looking at my Excel file, you can see that my chainage interval is 25 meters. Depending on what you have, mine is 25 meters. Yours could be 50 meters, yours could be 100 meters. So whatever your chainage distance is, you go in and type it as your stationing distance. Okay, so I'll type 25 and I'll press enter. Now it has plotted the first station. Okay, it has plotted the first chainage. Now it's saying enter the next NG elevation. That's enter the next natural ground elevation. So what I will do is I'll go back to the Excel, copy, I'll select the second elevation. I'll select starting from the second elevation down to the last one, and then I'll right click and copy. I'll go back and paste. Okay, you can see that it's plotting the profile. Okay, you can see it has finished plotting it. As soon as you enter it, it will start plotting the rest of the profile, the rest of the chainages. Okay, the rest of the heights to the last one of the elevation. Now this is your profile. We have finished plotting the profile. So the next thing for us to do is we can now carry out some adjustments. Set it to your own choice, to your own preferences. Like you can see the profile is red in color and with dashed lines, so you can change that. How can you do that? The way to do it is you select one of the lines, and then you right click and click on select similar. Once you do that, it selects all the lines of the profile. Now you right click on properties. You can see it brings out all the properties of this profile line. So from here you can change the color to brown. So go down, you can see color 25. If this is not the color you want, this is brown color, you can click on select color and select any color you want here. Okay, so for me I'll be choosing color 25 brown. Okay, now the profile line is dashed line. I want to change it to a continuous line. That's the line type. I'll click on the drop down arrow, go down to continuous, I'll select continuous. Okay, this changes it from dashed line to a continuous line. That's a line that is together, that's not dashed. Okay, you can see other things, other settings on all. So for now, this is just all I need for now. You can also increase the line width. That's the line width simply is making your profile line thicker, making it thicker instead of it being so light. Okay, so you can adjust the line width. You click on drop down arrow, you can go down maybe to 0.35 millimeter. Okay, so you can see that at the moment you are picking any value, it's being affected in the profile. Okay, so now I think we're done. We close. Okay, so now if you look at it, let's zoom in so that you see it. When you zoom in, you see that it's no more red, it's now brown, and it's continuous. And as well, the line width has changed. Okay, the line weight has changed, and so you can see it here, 0.35. you can see the color 25 that we selected. You can see the line type continuous, as like we did. Okay, so now the next thing is to change these horizontal lines that are dotted lines and yellow. So we'll change them to continuous and change them to white. Okay, so what you do is you select one. Once you select one line, you right click and go down to select similar. Now it has selected all the dotted yellow lines. Now you right click, go down to properties, click on properties. Here you change the color, click on the drop down arrow, change it to white. You can see that it's changing as we are choosing the color. Now the line type, change it to continuous. Okay, so that's it. The line weight is thin, so we can leave it at that. It's supposed to be thin so that the profile line can be visible. Okay, so now we close. You can see what we're having. Now the next thing we're going to do is we come down to the chainage. You can see our chainage: 0 plus 0 0, 0 plus 0 to 5, 0 plus 0 50. Now our chainage, we can change our chainages, we can change the color to white. Okay, all you have to do is to select them, okay, by clicking one after another. We can say select similar. If we say select similar, it will just change everything that is green in color to whichever color we assign to it. Okay, but we don't want that. We want the chainage to be a different color from the elevation. Okay, so that's why we're selecting one after the other. Okay, so a little patience, we're almost through. Now that we've done this, we also select the station soon. You right click on properties, go to color, click on drop down arrow and select white. Now it has changed. Okay, you see height here. This is the text height. You can increase the size here from here or reduce the size from here. Okay, you can change the style here to any style you want. Okay, but I'm choosing to use standard. Okay, so there are a lot of settings you can do here. You can see them, a whole lot of settings. Okay, so now we close. So come in here, we edit this and change it to chainage, because that's what we have in our Excel file, chainage. Okay, change it to chainage, and then we move it to the center. Chainage. Now for this is elevation. So for our elevation, we want it to be the same color with the profile line, the longitudinal profile. So we'll select this one after the other. Like I said before, I just said it before, I said it earlier, that we're selecting one after the other, because if you do select similar, it will change everything to any color you choose or you select, and we don't want it to be like that. We want the chainage to be of different color from the elevation. Okay, so A little patience, almost through selecting. A little patience, and then we're through. So we right click, you click on properties, go to the color, click on drop down arrow and select the same color you gave your profile line, which is color 25 for me. Okay, some will decide to use red, or decide to use any color of your choice. Okay, so now we close, we come here, edit this to elevation, and we change the color as well. Come from, we'll click on it, right click, properties, you give it the same color, elevation, brown. Okay, so now we move it to the center, centralize it, now for this very column we don't have need for this, so what I will do is I will delete this very row, we don't have need for it. Okay, so I'll just click on trim tool. As I click on it, I'll right click and then I will trim. Okay, and then I will delete this. Now I will move this up. Okay, before I move, I will delete this and then I will move this up. Before you move it, you turn your auto mode on. Okay, and your object snap, you select all, click OK, then you move and close the gap. Oh, I'm seeing that when I trimmed, some of the lines were trimmed off from the column for elevation. Okay, so what I'll just do is I'll just click on extend tool, and right click, and then I'll click on these lines to extend and close up. Okay, so guys, it's that simple. Now, having done this, the next step is to mark our elevation, that's on our vertical axis. Okay, we'll mark it. Now we can use what we have here, but the problem with this is you cannot tell where this standing, where the marking, where these elevation marks are, the columns they are for, the lines they are for. So that's where elevation marker comes in. Remember I told you we'll be using two applications for this, the profile 100 and the elevation marker. So now I will load elevation marker right now. So I will still go back to menu bar and click on tools tab. I'll scroll down to the same Autolisp, click load application, just like we did before. So remember I have both of them on the desktop, so you can see my looking is still on desktop, so I don't have to start navigating to the desktop again. Then I'll come to file name, I'll search for it. Is it elevation marker? I will select and then I'll click load. You can see it is successfully loaded. So I'll close. Then I'll come down to the command prompt and type EM, enter. Now it's asking me to specify point. So I'll go to this axis, the vertical axis. I will click here. Okay, I'll click here, I'll click here, I'll click here, and then I'll click here. So you can decide to stop wherever you want. So for me, this is it. So here is 185. You can see that the elevation marks it gave us when we use profile is correct actually. So this is for this. So what I will do is I will just delete this, bring this up, bring it up, and then for this I'll remove this 0, remove 1 0 here, and delete this one. Then here I will edit, delete the 0, delete 1 0, and then this is also correct, so I'll remove this, bring this one up. So there you have it, guys. Okay, it's remaining one. It's remaining one, and this one is, let me see. Okay, this one is 199, so I'll remove 1 0 and remove 1 0 here. Then I'll delete this, bring this one down. Okay, so there you have it, guys. You can see it. So this is how to draw your profile. Then there is something else you can also do. You can decide to trim off the excess lines above your profile line. So you do that by clicking on the trim tool. Click on this is the trim tool. You click on the trim tool, right click in an empty space, then you go in and start trimming. Okay, you trim off the excess lines. Okay, this will take a while, but you just have to exercise patience. Of course, if you're into surveying, you should know patience does it all. If you're not the patient type, you won't succeed in survey field. Okay, so we trim. Patience, guys, will soon be done. Trim. Thank you for being patient, guys. So we're almost done. Okay, now I'm done trimming. So the next thing I will do, I will now delete this. So I will select and delete, select and delete, select and delete. Okay, patience, guys, I'm almost done. Okay, so I hope at the end of this you'll see that you learned a whole lot. So after going through this now, you should be able to plot a longitudinal profile using Autolisp commands. It's very simple. I will drop the links for you to download these Autolisp applications. Okay, I'll drop them in the description box below. Okay, you can see with this now the profile is becoming visible, The profile is becoming visible. Okay. Yes. Yeah. Oh, I deleted this line, so let me see what I can do about that. I'll just extend it. Okay, so now guys, this is your profile. You can change this to white. Change this to white. Select them. Right click. Click on properties. Click on the color. Click on drop down arrow. Change to white. There you have it, guys. So this is your longitudinal profile. So guys, I believe you learned a whole lot today. You can now draw your longitudinal profile. So guys, please and please and please click on the like button, subscribe, and click on the notification bell so that you always be notified as soon as you upload new videos. Now, if you have any questions for me concerning this method of drawing your longitudinal profile, please drop them in the comment section. And if you have any recommendation or any topics you want me to treat, please drop them also in the comment section. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for your patience. Bye. See you next time.